Hi, Mikola here. And if you know me, you know this. When in doubt, I talk about Dan Brown. Hey, thanks for welcoming me back. I really loved your comments yesterday, and I want to give you this clarification. When I said I don't make videos, I was referring to the past 8 months, not the future. The future's so bright.
Wow!
So I got this comment yesterday from Slowbar1. Seeing as how you've talked about him many times in the past, what do you think of Dan Brown's past year on YouTube? And or, what do you think of his choice to ditch Dan 3.0 for Delicious Steak, and then his recent choice to ditch that too? Here's what I think. Dan 3.0 didn't work out as hoped. If you watched, you know that. So I'm glad he tried it, but I'm glad he ditched it. Delicious Steak, I think that worked out better creatively, but struggled to fit the sponsoring goals of his network. I'm glad he ditched that too. You may know that Dan recently accepted a TV on-camera gig at a cable network called Fuse. Perfect match. He's great at it, and it means his income is not entirely dependent on YouTube. So that's going to free him up to develop his Pogo Bat channel based purely on his own creative considerations. And I think that's good. Part 2, related point. Here's something I kept bottled up for over a year, so I'm going to let it out. Ever since Dan posted an open letter to YouTube over a year ago, links below, I've been thinking about this. He raised something that I can talk about, age, because it's something I have a lot of. Dan pointed out there's a whole bunch of YouTubers who got started 5 years ago as teenagers. Now they're in their 20s. So think about that. They started in the closing years of their childhood, and now they're in the early years of their adulthood. That's a very significant part of life's journey. Changes you. People don't talk about that. Well, Dan did, and now I am. So I don't care that much about the community is dead stuff and everyone is selling out stuff and YouTube big shots versus peasants. Growing up is a real topic, and growing up on camera while people are hurling comments and likes and dislikes at you, idolizing you, envying you, fancying you, trashing you, that's surreal. Now, I, on the other hand, didn't get to YouTube until my 60s. My 60s. Old guy vlogging here. In many ways, that works to my advantage, because people are astonished that I can even pick up a camera and point it, much less figure out how to upload things. But sometimes I wonder how young YouTubers are going to fare compared to, say, child stars from other times and other media. Will their careers be as short? You know, not everybody gets to be Mickey Rooney and Dean Stockwell. Not everybody gets to work forever. But YouTubers have this advantage. They aren't getting pushed through the mill by stage mothers. They're not packaged as product by studio heads and producers. They're all making their own way, creating their own content and finding their own audiences. I think that should make them resilient. On the other hand, YouTubers face different kinds of pressures. Some come from YouTube's relentless, faceless algorithms, rankings, and statistics. And with the bigger channels, some come from commercial interests who are eager to put marketing messages in front of YouTube audiences. Now, to handle all of that while maturing from boy to man, from girl to woman, I think that can be a strain. Oh, and there's this effect of growing up. Content that's astonishing when it comes out of a 16-year-old mouth might seem pretty ordinary from a 22-year-old. So, will these people keep their content up? Will their audiences stay with them as they mature? From what I can tell, Dan has held up to the pressure really well. Yep, he's had some bumps, but he's kept his head, he stayed in the game, and I think his content is smarter and better researched now than ever. So I can't wait to see the next phase of his evolution. Until next time, I'm Mikola. Oh, one thing, Dan, I am tired of looking at your tongue. Blah.